How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously spooky content that's been trending on the internet this week. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content. Just like this. A woman in France recorded something eerie in the skies on September 13th, 2023, and the internet can't decide what she captured. The footage, re-uploaded to Instagram by Scary Encounter, shows a strange figure slowly rising upwards, silhouetted against the clouds. Some viewers are convinced it looks like a witch flying on a broomstick, straight out of folklore. Others argue it must be a UFO, its strange form distorted by distance and light. Whatever the explanation, the chilling image of a lone figure climbing into the French skies has left many unsettled and sparked a heated debate between skeptics and believers alike. A commuter's very first ride on the London Underground turned into something unforgettable when a spooky figure appeared in the window of a tube carriage.
Right. Speak to staff or text police 61016. We'll sort it.
First-year medical student Alaf Siddiqui was on the Jubilee line to London Bridge when she filmed a fellow passenger in elaborate fancy dress, cosplaying as Pennywise the Clown from Stephen King's It.
16. We'll sort it.
But when Alaf reviewed the footage, she noticed something unnerving.
16. We'll sort it.
In the reflection of the glass, another face seemed to appear, pale, ghostly, and staring directly back at her. For a split second, it looked like she had captured a supernatural passenger riding alongside her.
Right. Speak to staff or text police 61016. We'll sort it.
The clip quickly went viral, with commenters insisting the reflection looked like a child or a ghostly figure glitching in the glass. For a laugh, it was an unexpected introduction to London commuting, one that left her glancing over her shoulder on the rides that followed.
Right. Speak to staff or text police 61016. We'll sort it.
I want to queue up a video that I've been given.
At a high-stakes House Government Oversight Subcommittee hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, Representative Eric Burleson stunned the room by unveiling never-before-seen military footage.
This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile, and I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
The video, allegedly recorded by an MQ-9 Reaper drone off the coast of Yemen on October 30th, 2024, shows a bright, metallic-looking orb darting just above the waves. Suddenly, a Hellfire missile streaks into frame, striking the object. Instead of exploding or being destroyed, the orb continues moving along its same straight trajectory, seemingly unfazed. Burleson emphasized that the clip was given to him by a whistleblower and insisted it was time the public had access to such material. At the time of the incident, the waters off Yemen were an active combat zone, with US Navy ships fending off drones and missiles launched by Houthi militants. The implication is chilling. Was this object a threat? And if so, why didn't advanced US weaponry affect it? Veteran investigative journalist George Knapp, also present at the hearing, reacted bluntly. That's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and bouncing right off. Burleson agreed, adding that the object appeared to carry away some of the missile's debris as it sped off. The Pentagon offered no comment on the authenticity of the video. A spokesperson for the Department of Defense simply stated they had nothing to provide, while the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office continues to investigate reports but maintains that so far no cases confirm extraterrestrial origin. The release immediately drew comparisons to the Navy's now famous Go Fast video from 2015, which initially appeared to show a high-speed UFO off the California coast. Analysts later concluded it was likely a balloon, with the illusion of speed created by parallax. Still, Burleson pressed the question, why are videos like this withheld from the public until whistleblowers or Congress push for disclosure? The hearing didn't end there. Former service member Jeffrey Nuzzatelli delivered sworn testimony about UAP incursions over Vandenberg Air Force Base in the early 2000s, including the infamous Red Square incident of 2003, when a massive glowing red square hovered over missile silos.
The incursions began on October 14, 2003, when Boeing contractors reported a massive glowing red square silently hovering over 2 missile defense sites. After several minutes, it drifted further east onto the base and vanished over the hills.
Nuzzatelli described multiple encounters with glowing spheres and triangular craft, larger than a football field, recounting how witnesses were often silenced or intimidated.
When I arrived on scene, I talked to 5 shaken witnesses who described a massive triangular craft larger than a football field that hovered silently for about 45 seconds over their entry control point before shooting away at impossible speed.
Nuzzatelli called on Congress to fund independent UAP research, end government overclassification, and protect whistleblowers. He warned that without transparency, countless credible witnesses remain silent out of fear for their careers and families.
True leadership requires vision, a willingness to confront the unknown with transparency and resolve. So I ask the Congress to help we the people enact this vision, end secrecy and overclassification. Transparency is the foundation of truth. Without it, witnesses like us are dismissed. Many stay silent out of fear for their careers, reputations, and the safety of their families. Protect them, and you will embolden others to join this cause.
The missile video and the testimony left lawmakers and the public with heavy questions. Are US adversaries deploying technology beyond current comprehension, or are these encounters pointing towards something far stranger? As Representative Anna Paulina Luna replayed the missile footage at the hearing's closing, she asked the panel if they were scared by what they saw. Every witness said yes, except George Knapp, who smiled and said he was simply glad the public was finally able to see it.
Does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Nat?
I had a different reaction. I was really happy that it got out. Thanks for providing
Curiosity
that,
kills the
Congressman.
cat. All right.
I'm going to show you a picture of a ghost. I don't know if you believe in ghosts, but
This eerie photo comes from mortgage broker Ryan Hillard, who shared a chilling story from a renovation project in Ohio.
2 questions. 1, what do you think it is? And 2, would you buy a house that had a ghost in it?
A couple of years ago, his friend Ainsley was documenting the state of an old home before demolition work began. Alone in the house late at night, she snapped a quick picture of the bathroom. Nothing seemed unusual at the time, but weeks later, while looking back at the photos, she noticed something deeply unsettling. Reflected in the mirror behind her was the image of a hooded figure standing silently in the background. Ainsley insists she was completely alone in the house, and no one else had entered the property with her that evening.
Ainsley was in this house all by herself. It was towards the end of the day. She took a picture of the bathroom before it was being demoed.
Was this a trick of the light, an odd distortion in the mirror, or did she capture something paranormal watching over the renovation?
My therapist earlier this week told me that I need to tend to something for my grief, that it will help me.
TikTok and Instagram creator Lindsay Shelton, a nurse who posts under the handle Scrub Hacks, has shared a deeply emotional video that's left viewers wondering if the universe just sent her a sign.
Not yet ready to talk about the fact that tomorrow is a week since my dog Murphy passed away, but this is either a cruel, cruel joke or a sign from the universe or Murphy. And I need you to help me decide which one it is.
Nearly a week after losing her beloved dog Murphy, Lindsay says she was encouraged by her therapist to tend to something as part of her grieving process. Unsure of what to do, she decided to browse Pet Finder, not necessarily to adopt, but just to look.
I thought, you know what, I'm gonna open Pet Finder and just browse. I don't know if I'm ready to foster, volunteer, not ready to adopt. But let me just open Pet Finder and browse. And please, for the love of God, tell me why this is the first dog that popped up. I'm shaking.
The very first dog that appeared on her screen was a pup named Murphy. Not only that, but he looked like a younger version of her late dog, even listed as the same breed mix. Lindsay always believed her Murphy was a German wire-haired pointer.
Looks like a baby version of my Murphy, named Murphy, and they're saying he's a German wire-haired pointer mix, which is what we always said Murphy was, and no one actually ever agreed with that except for us.
The coincidences don't stop there. A psychic medium who follows Lindsay reached out saying her late Murphy wanted her to remember something green. That struck hard because Lindsay and her family had wrapped Murphy in a green blanket in his final moments.
We wrapped Murphy in this green blanket when he left us.
Looking back at the pet finder listing, Lindsay realized the new Murphy was wearing a bright green collar, the exact same color.
And found him with this green collar on in this picture. This is my Murphy for reference. The other Murphy.
For Lindsay, the encounter feels less like chance and more like a message, a reminder of love, connection, and perhaps a nudge from Murphy himself. Whether coincidence or something more profound, the story has resonated deeply, with many viewers calling it one of the most touching signs they've ever seen.
Looks like a baby version of my Murphy, named Murphy, and they're saying he's a German wire-haired pointer mix, which is what we always said Murphy was, and no one actually ever agreed with that except for us.
A strange photo shared by one of Crazy Paranormal's followers has left even a professional photographer baffled. The photographer inspected the negative and the original image for flaws, but nothing seemed out of place. No damage, no double exposure, just an unsettling mirror reflection that doesn't add up. Whether it's a trick of light, a camera anomaly, or something paranormal tied to the secondhand mirror itself, the photo remains a chilling visual puzzle that has yet to be solved. A Reddit user by the name of Borderline Braindead has shared a set of curious photos from a family camping trip more than a decade ago. The images, taken by their father with a digital camera, appear perfectly normal at first, but in several shots a strange, translucent figure-like shape shows up in the frame. Its form is faint, almost spectral, and it seems to shift slightly depending on the angle of the photo. What makes it even stranger is that no one in the family felt anything unusual at the time. There were no cold spots, no eerie feelings, no sense of being watched. Nothing. The anomaly was only noticed later when the pictures were reviewed. The father himself leans towards a logical explanation, suspecting a lens flare, but the fact that the shape appears consistently in multiple photos from different angles has some people convinced it could be something paranormal. Ghostly apparition, camera artifact, or just a trick of the light, the photos remain an intriguing mystery, sparking plenty of debate among viewers. A bizarre snow sculpture spotted in South Korea has been giving people chills online, and not just because it's made of ice. The figure is shaped like a naked man, crouched as if peeking out from behind a tree. Social media quickly lit up with reactions, many calling it one of the creepiest snowmen ever made. Whatever the sculptor's intention, the creepy snowman has gone viral, proof that not all snow figures are as friendly as Frosty. Before we get to our last segment, help a ham out by seasoning the like button with your greasy fingers. Also lick the subscribe button and wipe your mouth down in the comments section below. In Carrollton, Texas, a suburb just north of Dallas, a pair of homeowners were left rattled after their doorbell camera recorded a masked stranger outside their home. The unsettling figure was dressed in black, wearing a horned red mask and holding a cardboard sign that read, Revelation 21-15. The passage describes Satan being bound for 1,000 years, the faithful reigning with Christ, and after a final rebellion, the wicked being cast into the lake of fire during the Great White Throne Judgment. The masked stranger stood at the front door around 8 p.m, ringing the bell, knocking, and then walking behind the home with the sign still in hand. The homeowners, who were out at dinner, later reviewed the footage and said they no longer felt safe in their own home. Police reported that the individual was not seen at any other houses, and since no crime was committed, no arrests were made. Still, officers are keeping watch on the area in case the figure returns. Neighbours told local outlets they were uneasy, unsure whether the incident was meant as a prank or something more sinister. Given the apocalyptic imagery on the sign, judgment, resurrection, and eternal fire, many in the community remain unsettled, left to wonder why their quiet neighbourhood was chosen for such a disturbing display. Over on our second channel, we take a deep dive on the bizarre disappearance of Kenny Veach.
In the Mojave Desert, an unrelenting sea of sand and sun-scorched rock stretches endlessly, framed by ancient mountains and jagged terrain. For most, the desert is a harsh wasteland, but to Kenny Veach, it was a vast and alluring frontier. For him, this place wasn't just an endless expanse of scrub and sand. It was a sanctuary and a source of uncharted mysteries. Among the secrets it concealed, one cave in particular would spark an enduring mystery that continues to captivate thousands online. This cave, simply dubbed the M Cave due to its unusual entrance shape, set Veach on a path of curiosity and ultimately to his disappearance, leaving behind only speculation, a few haunting videos, and a cell phone.
If you want to get the full eerie story, there's a link in the description. It's also pinned in the comments.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you can't get enough of what we do here at Slapped Ham, then consider following these two links right there. Leave us some feedback in the comments section down below. Smash that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.